with all the stuff going on right now, and no, I'm not going to talk about it because I have gone off on rants. People have heard me go off on rants, and I've gone off on lengthy tangents with a bunch of stuff that I feel and want to talk about. But right now, I want this to be, again, a safe zone for people to watch and say, hey, let's hear Dave bloviate about absolutely nothing important. So here's me bloviating about literally nothing important. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm absolutely gonna try. I will say this one thing, and I've said it on Facebook and other places. Words have power, 100%. Words absolutely have power. And bloviating blowhards should all hacks off the stage. I'm going to borrow a West Wing quote, but all hacks off the stage. But literally no one, in my opinion, nobody's made a justification for this. The antithesis of what I'm going to say. Nobody, for just words, nobody deserves to be executed for spewing forth the most ignorant, the most vile, the most ludicrously bad for society words. Nobody deserves to be executed for presenting or speaking in public sphere or even the private sphere for opinions and words. Now, actions are completely different. Assaulting is completely different. Are words assault? I'm not even going to go there at this point. I have my opinion on that. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it. I had less than zero. If I could find a negative infinity appreciation of the person who was assassinated, I have no respect for him. I never appreciated what he had to say. Everything he said, everything I've ever heard him say was anti-good for society, in my opinion. But that doesn't matter. Nobody deserves to be executed for words. I can't think of a single instance in history where actions due to words should invoke some physical consequences. Absolutely. But speaking words, we should have shunned, we should have taught, we should have better educated the populace to ignore fatuous and vacuous and immoral and okay, here's me saying going on a tangent. I didn't want to go on. We should be better at presenting actual facts and actual appreciation of society and society members that might not necessarily fit into the little boxes that historically have been around. Absolutely. But killing, assassinating, executing somebody because of their words? Anyway, leaving it there. I want this to be a happy zone. So, I ordered this thing a few weeks back. People already know what it is. I saw it somewhere, and I can't remember where I saw it. And I said, "Whoo!" If it's under $100, this is the reel me in. If it was $100, actually, it was pretty cheap. I think it was $60. I didn't want to buy a cheaper one. There were cheaper ones out there, but I did not have the appreciation and or quote unquote faith that they would do what I wanted this to do. So I ordered this, and from Temu, which was an utter waste of time. I should have ordered it just off of Amazon. Temu is a joke. It's a fiasco. It's whatever. Until they shouldn't treat Amazon type or whatever type store like it's like a slot machine. There was three hidden orders before I even got to this one ordered, because I just wanted to. I saw this. It was on Temu, and I saw the ad in my feed, and I said I'm going to click on it and order it. And it was 20 minutes before I actually got to the point where I could actually order it. And then I had to cancel 3 orders that I did not actually place. But obviously, I clicked on something on the my screen on my phone to get to this guy, and it, without even prompting me, when I ordered this thing, when I finally got around to ordering this thing off of Temu, it did prompt me for my PayPal password to order this, what I actually wanted to order, and place and put it in the shopping cart. The other 3 things, all of a sudden I got alerts to my phone saying, you placed an order with Temu. No, I didn't. Fix your website. It's garbage. It's literally garbage. But cheap stuff that I just frivolously wanted to spend. I could have got this thing off of Amazon, and next time I'm going to go to Amazon, and they have their own kettle of fish problems. But now this is a little bit temperamental, where you have to, there we go. So now you can put this, it's like David Copperfield. Yeah, so I said, this is what I wanted, this is what I ordered. When the box got here, it showed a planter floating in the air. Thank you for ordering your planter holder floater thingy. I'm going, that's not what I ordered, I'm gonna have to ship it back. But I opened it up just to make sure, and this is what was, like, the picture on the box was not this. I'm going, I didn't want to wait another 20 days to get another one. So what I did first, and I'll have to put it back together because I already took it apart. Just to test it, I wanted to try something light. And of course, you know that I just made a whole bunch of these things recently. So I'm going to put this here, put that there. There we go. Okay, and then what you do, actually, you can do it this way too. Now it does make a resounding. Every time it's like a, never mind. So, but overall, if you get it centered, proper. Is this something on? No. Come on. Yeah, I had this thing working 100 times already, and so you put it here. And then whee, probably because it's offset. It's got a heavier end. So so that's what I wanted. And then I got this guy. Now when I ordered this thing, I was trying to figure out how I'm going to build this thing into a ship so you don't see this thing, because it can't be this guy, because I put it underneath here and you can see it's bigger than these 6 wide, so it wouldn't go so well. But now this was a fun one. There we go. There we go. And then you put this underneath. Right there. What I wouldn't do to make my layout better for a show. So that's it. Now, I think the more expensive ones, you can actually set how fast it spins. This one is just natural. It just, upstairs, I think my table's a little flat, because I mean, a little crooked, but upstairs, my perfectly flat kitchen table, this thing was just spinning since I put it together at 5 o'clock this afternoon until I brought it down here at 8 o'clock. So I have a feeling that this is going to be just perfectly fine for a show. What I'm going to do, and people have already jumped ahead to the end of the story, that I'm going to build this thing into the habitat. That's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be in the habitat right up front, and it's going to build that base inside the habitat, and this is what I'm going to put on it. Now, I have other things just because I want to. I'm going to do this one first, because this one's the oldest and the longest. Let's see if I can do this. This one's, there we go. Thanks, Jeffy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. There's literally nothing wrong with this. This is going to be fun. So, and then I think I have a few more up here that I left up here. I should have left up here. Ooh, est. There we go. There's one. And there's 2. I don't know if the second one would work. See, it just makes a huge noise when it falls over, which honestly drives me crazy. But it's very strong and powerful magnets, so it is what it is. See if I can get this guy out. Where the center balance is. Right there. So put that right in the center. There we go. There you go, Sean. This is gonna be awesome. And then I don't know if this is gonna work. No, I don't think this is gonna work. So when it's off balance, I'll have to do something better if I'm gonna do that one. But the heaviest I got is a 918. I don't know if it'll actually hold one of these things. Let's just see if this will actually hold this thing. I doubt it. Okay, I didn't expect that. I love this crap. I honestly just throw it against the wall. This has been my whole MO, my whole mode operandi since I was a kid. Throw it against the wall and see what sticks. If you don't like it, remove it if it works. But 100% of the shots you don't take, you're gonna miss. So I learned that from some coach some years ago. So that's not too shabby. I might have to order another one for my other what's this? Yeah, this is one. Because I like that. And if I actually do show off the cars again, put that way. But in the end, for me right now, this is going to be on the top of the habitat. I'm going to build it right into the habitat, into the round landing plat. I think that'd be fine. Just look at it go. I made a couple TikToks and a short YouTube clip of this thing. So if you want to see it, where you can, because I'm not going to bring the camera down so you can see it floating. It's about 3/4 of an inch off the base plate. And yes, I do want to figure out how to build the puck, the round black thing into a Lego MOC so you don't see it. But right now, when the 918's on top of it, you don't see it too much. So there's that. Ooh. Do I want to do this one? I don't know how heavy this thing is. This is for my friend Dave. Because it's a helicopter. And I don't know if this is actually going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Let me just put it, shush. What am I going to do? I'm going to put these things out by one stud on each side. This is one of my sets that I've talked about once or twice in the past. It wasn't necessarily... That might be, okay. Let's do this. This is going to be the grand experiment. Like the Excelsior. The Great Experiment. Not the Grand Experiment. The Great Experiment. Those who get that reference. Nope. It's top heavy. The helicopter is too top heavy. Yeah. Sorry, Dave. Can't do it. I need a smaller helicopter. Do I actually have anything that's... Oh, here's gonna be a fun one. This is one of my favorite sets ever. I got the big one over there too, and of course I got the two Technic ones up there. But there we go. There we go. Now it's worth it. Not that this classic space wasn't worth it, but I like that. I want 100 of these. What else do I got? Okay, so that one's not gonna work. That's definitely not gonna work. Yeah, it's kind of lame. Oh, that's about it. Well, we can try a micro Galaxy Explorer because this thing should be pretty easy. Yeah, I was gonna try a full-size Galaxy Explorer, but that's not gonna happen. What else I got later? Ooh, a non-Lego thing. Of course, if it falls off, it might break. So. Sorry. The best ship in the verse. It's not even a competition. It's not even a competition. I like how Neil deGrasse Tyson was saying on a clip that I saw today that if it came down to a battle between the Enterprise and the Millennium Falcon, the Enterprise would just walk all over it, which is 100% accurate. Oh, here's something. This might work. Is it going old school? There we go. I can't believe how much fun this is. That's enough. I got it to put in the layout. I got it to put in the second I saw it, I said that's going to be in the habitat. I would love to add it to the landing pads halfway up the tower, but then I'd have to build those landing pads thicker, and that's not going to happen. But the habitat would be the easiest accessible. It would take a little bit of work to take the top apart to put this base unit in it. But in the end, I don't care. In the end, let's put everything else out of the way. This is a brilliant little thing, and again, for the expense, besides my problem with Temu being a complete stupid company that just will screw you if you don't pay attention, but you can get them off Amazon. You can get them off other places too. I just saw it on Temu. I saw an ad and I grabbed it. So 100% me. Yeah, I got nothing else. So I think I want to do that. Yeah. So that's it. That's all. I'm going to, probably not tonight, but I'm probably going to build this thing, and I'll probably make a video about building this thing into the layout. It does come with, looks like 1.5 meters of power cord at the wall wart. I think it knocks it down to 9 volts or something like that. Let's see what happens when I unplug it. Boom. This thing is running on, I should have read the instructions. Input 100 volts, output 12 volts, max 1 amp. Now it doesn't say AC or DC, but 12 volts probably DC because it's probably electromagnet in there, and electromagnets run better on DC than AC. But I could be wrong on that. Intertech. Now if I plug it back in, nothing's gonna happen, I don't think. No, I have to set that up again. So if you have the means and you want to be as frivolous as this is, because this is, considering everything that's going on in the world right now, this is 100% just 100% frivolous. Their picture showed you put a planter on there. I would not even trust this with a planter, because as soon as it, and then all of a sudden the planter flies off and the plants all over the floor with dirt and smashed pottery. So I don't even know why you would even think about putting a floating planter on here. But for this kind of stuff, I think it's going to be great. Now, this thing is not that thick. It's not that thick at all. And if I do this properly again, let's see if I can do this and move it. This floating. Look at the floating hockey puck. So that's it. And it's what, an inch? It's an inch above the, without any weight on it, it's an inch above the base. So you put a base plate underneath it, just like that. Or whatever else, you could probably even just brick build something, but you'll probably have less space then. What's wrong with this? This is brilliantly fun and stupid. and I'm not above doing anything brilliantly fun and stupid. Hey, that's the part I can't stand. I haven't taken this thing apart yet, which is a shock because I just bought it. But I don't think I can make it any thinner. So what's the point of me making it smaller? So I'm just going to leave it together. It ran for 5 hours. The instructions, which I did not bring down here, the instruction says the state that if this thing gets over 55 degrees, it'll turn off. Now, it was on for 5 hours upstairs, and I feel the top here, it's not as cool as the plastic on the corners. It's a little warm because, again, I believe obviously there's some sort of electromagnet in there. It did say that people with pacemakers, I love the warnings. If you have a pacemaker or something like that, you shouldn't operate this thing near you. I don't have a pacemaker, and I don't think it's electromagnet. Not to say that, people that are inside MRI machines, I wouldn't bring this to an MRI machine. But it is like about 25 years ago, I saw all those scientists that were working with that near zero magnet that would just levitate over top of the magnetic field, and whatever way you tilted that thing would like stay in that position, superpositioning, whatever you want to call it. I thought that was cool, and I thought I can't wait to the day when they actually get something that's not anti-gravity, because this is not anti-gravity. This is a magnet being floated, a physical steel magnet floating above an electromagnet that has all the magnetic field, so it will stay right here, because as soon as you move it over like a quarter of an inch, it falls out of that magnetic zone, and like even when you're trying to push it, you can just feel it right as like right in the right in the middle. It has to be there. So yeah. I'm sure if you bought more expensive ones, maybe that have a lot more forgiveness to it and a lot more variability for height and spinning. But this is just natural spin. When it's perfectly flat, as I say, there's no, quote unquote, no friction on it because it's levitating in air. But of course, air is a friction. So, but the 918 just spun and spun and spun when it was on a flat table. And why it's been on this flat table, because this thing is not, because now it's on an angle, so the heaviest spot is going to be here, because it's the lowest spot. Like a pendulum, it always swings down to the bottom. But on a flat table, there is no down, heavier side. And I just touched it, and it just kept on spinning for 4 or 5 hours, which I think is going to be perfect for a show. And I just see you blowing it, go slower. So when you rock it like that, it does stop rocking, because I don't know why. Probably the magnetic field is trying to level that thing. It will stop rocking and just keep on just spinning. So the only thing I can say is spend $60, order one, and have fun with it. So, I didn't want people. Oh, I'm going to bring this to the show and surprise everybody with it, not tell anybody before I get there. I don't do that. I have no willpower to hide it until November, and I have to build it into the landing pad first. So and I want to share, and if you care, I want to share my enthusiasm and what I think is spectacularly awesome for what it is and what it's going to be. I wonder if I put this thing underneath here, it'll be flattened out, because I mentioned my table is a little sloped. I'll slope the other way. I think this is fun. I think this is going to be a really cute little, not showstopper, but something that adds a little bit of value-added service to the layout. And I'm looking forward to building it in. So that's it. That's all. 24 minutes into this. See, I was spinning a little better. I won't stop it nearly as much. Yeah, that's it. So hope everybody out there is doing well. Everybody stay safe. Take care. And if something else radically changes or becomes more fun, I will absolutely let you guys know. Until such time, I do Sandy got me this set. Come on. And I built a little stand for it because I wanted the Enterprise to be, as this, I think it's the Discovery, on an angle. I think it was the other way around. So now it's this way. That's what happens when I take this thing apart. There we go. I wanted that funky angle on it, so it looks like it's doing something. I love the shuttle program back in the day. So that's it. That's all. Everybody out there, stay safe, take care, and I will talk to you soon.